Yo, what is good, Mets Nation? Welcome back to Mets Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I want to give you guys a preview to the New York Mets vs. Toronto Blue Jays series that kicks off tomorrow at Citi Field. And this is going to be one crazy series from the Mets and a very important one going up against a very potent offense for the Toronto Blue Jays. So in this video, I want to give you guys my thoughts, what to expect going into this series, go over the pitching matchups and all that great stuff. If you guys are new to Mets Media, please do not forget to smash that subscribe button. And if you want to check me out over on Instagram and Twitter, that is at NYMets_media. And if you enjoyed the video, please do not forget to thumbs it up. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. So this is a very important series for the New York Mets. We're coming off a very good performance against the Cincinnati Reds. We won the series 2 out of 3 games, and before that we lost to the Pittsburgh Pirates. So unfortunately for the Mets are trending in the right direction and their offense is starting to finally click. I think the X factor for this series in particular for the Mets is indeed the offense, because we're going up against a potent offense for the Toronto Blue Jays, looking like an AL MVP in Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Who knows if he's going to win it, because there's a guy named Shohei Ohtani also in the American League, but Vlad Jr. is playing absolutely insane. He is hitting .329, 32 home runs, 79 RBI already. This guy's on another level, and he's coming to Citi Field, and hopefully he does not put on too much of a show. So this game, or this series in particular, I really think the X factor for the New York Mets is offense. We're finally seeing the Mets score some runs. I think we're 7th in the league in runs scored per game in the month of July, which is a big deal, because we know that this Mets team has been struggling almighty at the plate all season long. We've been relying on our pitching and defense to keep us in first place all year, and the offense has been a little lackluster. Now, unfortunately for us, Francisco Lindor and Jacob deGrom are still on the IL, and that's our best pitcher and that's our best defender. So we cannot rely on our pitching and defense all season. We need the offense to start helping us out and getting some wins. We're coming off a great performance against the Cincinnati Reds in Game 3. We had every single thing clicking for us for the first time, it feels like, in one game throughout this entire season. The offense scored 7 runs. Marcus Stroman was absolutely dominant. The bullpen was dominant, and just Jarius Familia. The defense was great. So hopefully we can do that again, carry that momentum into the series against the Toronto Blue Jays. So let's start off with Game 1. This is going to be a very fun matchup for the New York Mets. It's our rookie Tylor Megill, who has a 2.63 ERA in 5 starts. He has 0-0 on the season, no wins, no losses so far. All five of his games so far has been no decisions. And we are going up against a very familiar friend in Steven Matz, having his homecoming performance against the New York Mets at Citi Field. Steven Matz is 8-4 on the season with a 4.43 ERA. So as we know, the New York Mets have been struggling against southpaws this season. Our best hitter against lefties is actually Dom Smith, who's a lefty himself, and that does not tell you that it's a good thing. Usually a righty batter should be the one that's absolutely dominating against lefties, but still a good sign that Dom Smith is hitting those lefties, because he has been very good so far in July. Dom Smith is on fire. But this is going to be a very interesting game for the Mets. Are they going to let Steven Matz come in here and dominate us? Or are we going to go out there and absolutely shell Steven Matz? I feel like there's no in between. It's either Steven Matz completely scores, pitches 6 scoreless innings, or we absolutely run him out of the ballpark. I don't know which one it's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be the Mets offense absolutely destroying him, because that would be the best case scenario. It's going to be interesting to see what Tylor Megill can do, because in his first 5 starts of his MLB career, he's been nothing but a revelation. Nobody expected him to be this good. A sub-3 ERA in your first 5 starts, coming off a 6-inning performance where we gave up 0 earned runs against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Unfortunately, we lost that game, but Tylor Megill, man, I'm really interested to see what he can do against a team like the Toronto Blue Jays, who has guys like Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who I mentioned is a very, very good young talent in this league. Bo Bichette, Hernandez, George Springer is finally healthy for them, so it's going to be interesting to see what they can do. Now, going into Game 2 of the series, we have Taijuan Walker on the mound, our all-star, who is 7-3 and 2.99 ERA on the season. He's coming off a very insane performance from the New York Mets, only getting through 0.1 innings, giving up 6 runs, 5 of them were earned, and we know what happened that game, but we're not going to get back into it because we actually ended up winning. So Taijuan Walker has a lot to prove. He's going up against a familiar teammate in the Toronto Blue Jays. So what can Taijuan Walker do? Going back home, hopefully he can bounce back. I feel like he has a really good mindset and he has the ability to deal with adversity, but we will see. And we're going up against the Toronto Blue Jays ace and Rue. He is 9-5, a 3.32 ERA. Hopefully we can get on him, because like I said, I really think the X factor for this entire series is indeed the New York Mets offense. If we can start scoring runs, at least 4 or 5 runs per game. I saw a crazy stat yesterday during the game. The Mets are 40-8 when we have scored 4+ runs. That's absolutely insane. That tells you that this pitching is very good. If we can score more than 4 runs per game, we are going to put us in a very good situation to win, because our bullpen, our starting pitchers, and our defense has been really top-notch all season long. Unfortunately, Francisco Lindor is still injured, and the defense up the middle has been lackluster with Louis Guillorme and Jeff McNeil. But I do have confidence in Guillorme. I feel like he's a very good defensive player, and he's versatile. I know that he's not a natural shortstop. He has experience in the minor leagues playing shortstop, but not in the majors. And there's some times where he looks absolutely insane at short, and there's some times where he looks totally, unconfident in his ability. He has crazy errors. He tries to do a little too much. So hopefully that can, turn the corner, because the defense is a really big part to this Mets team's success so far this season. And then game 3, we don't even know who's going to be on the mound for us because we're so injured. There's rumors that it could be Carlos Carrasco, but I don't think that's going to happen because he got lit up in his rehab assignment for the Syracuse Mets. So I don't think the Mets are going to rush him back so far. I feel like they should let him go to another rehab assignment in AAA. Let him get comfortable before we bring him up. But as of right now, as I'm recording this video, we do not know who's going to be starting Game 3 for the New York Mets. So that's really my thoughts of the series. We're going up against a very potent offense with guys like Vladimir Guerrero Jr., like I mentioned, Hernandez, Bo Bichette, George Springer. I feel like them coming to the Mets right now, it's a big test for us. This is a huge test for this Mets ball club, especially pitching-wise, because pitching has been stellar at home. And can we keep that momentum? Can we keep that going? We have a 3 series in a row where we are home at Citi Field. So hopefully we can win all 3 of them, or at least 2 of 3. Let me know down below in the comments your thoughts of the series going into the Toronto Blue Jays. Are you confident that we can win the series, or do you have a little concerns? Do you think Vladdy is going to absolutely kill us and put on a show? Do you think Steven Matz is going to be good or get lit up? Let me know down below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Stay tuned for more Mets content, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Let's go Mets! You gotta believe. Peace.